It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. I should have cussed her out, but I'm trying to be a different person. So, I had a hair appointment yesterday, Saturday, what was yesterday? August 8th. So, I booked this appointment last week. So, first thing, I booked my appointment for 8 a.m. I always get my braids done early. I don't like getting my hair done in the afternoon because it takes too long, and then you sitting there during the evening. Sometimes it goes into the nighttime of you getting your hair done. I don't do that. I get my braids done early in the morning so I can be done by like early afternoon. So she told me the same day that I booked my appointment at 8 a.m., which first of all, you shouldn't have the 8 a.m. available on your booking if it wasn't really available. But she asked me the same day. She was like, actually, I already have another client at 8 a.m. Can I push you to 2? I already had a problem with that. I don't want to get my braids done at 2 p.m. because that means I'm gonna be getting my hair done until like 7, 8 o'clock at night. So I just said fine because I already made the appointment and I was just gonna leave it at that. I just wanted my hair done. So and then she said she's a traveling braider, so she asked for my address, and I was like, well, I'm not going to send you my address right now because it was like a week before my appointment. I was like, I'm not going to send you my home address right now. Like, I'll send it to you, the day of my appointment. And then she called me checking to see, like, if I was a real client or a real person, and I'm like, you shouldn't be asking me for my address right now anyways. Like, what do you need that for right now? I gave her an address to a QT that's right by my house so she could see what area I was in. I was like, you should put 2 and 2 together that's common sense, that somebody doesn't want their address given out a week before a hair appointment. Like, you could show up and, you could be crazy. Like, I don't know you. So I'm like, why are you calling me as if I'm the scammer? Like, that don't even make sense. But anyway, and then fast forward to yesterday. Again, she claims that my appointment is at 2 p.m., right? So she texted me the night before saying, I'll see you in the morning. And I was like, okay. I was like, are we doing the appointment in the morning now? Like, I don't know. I wasn't sure. Because I'm like, originally I did book at 8 a.m. So she texted me saying, see you tomorrow morning. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. My appointment is at 8 a.m. again. So I text her at around like 7 something, and I was like, hey, let me know when you're on your way. She was like, oh, I'll be there at 2 p.m. I'm like, so why did you text me the night before saying see you tomorrow morning? Anyway, so I'm out and about. I'm running errands. I'm doing stuff because, again, she's not coming till 2. So I'm like, I'm not just about to sit around. Like, I have stuff to do today. So I'm out and about, and she texts me around, I don't even remember, I'll have to look at the timestamps, but she texts me maybe like around 12:30, 1 o'clock, I don't know, saying also, it's going to actually be about 3:30, 4 o'clock when I get there. No, I'm sorry. No, I apologize, I'm running late. I'm sure you had things to do today. Sorry about that, but it is going to be a little bit later than 2 o'clock. She just said, oh, actually, it's going to be about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I text her back politely, and I said, I noticed that you keep pushing my appointment back, and I just don't appreciate that. Like, my days are built around my hair appointments, so I would appreciate if I could keep my original hair appointment time, which again was at 8 a.m. originally. So, and again, I said it real nice, I said it real professional. I didn't cuss, I didn't say nothing rude. I just let her know that moving forward, which there wasn't going to be no moving forward. I'm not booking another appointment with you. But moving forward, when I make an appointment for a specific time, that's the time I need. I'm not about to keep trying to accommodate you because you don't know how to book people correctly. So she responded back again, no type of acknowledgement, no type of I'm sorry, nothing. She was like, oh, your original time was for 2 p.m. I was like, no, it wasn't. I booked on your site for 8 a.m. And then you texted me asking to push it back to 2 p.m. Now you saying 3:30, 4 o'clock. Still no type of acknowledgement. Still no type of apology. So, after that, I think I said, yeah, I told her that. I was like, no, it wasn't. It was for 8 a.m. Then you pushed it to 2. Now it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. And she was like, well, she was like, I texted you the same day asking for it to be 2 p.m. And then I told you I had another client at 9. So I thought you just would have, been understanding like on the time. I was like, how do you assume that somebody's just going to be understanding on the time? Again, your 9 a.m. client ain't got shit to do with me. That's the first thing. Second thing, you the one that said 2 p.m. You the one that said that. Now you saying 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you didn't apologize or acknowledge it or nothing. It would have been fine. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been fine, but it would have been better if you could at least be a professional and say, you know what, I apologize, but I am going to be about 1.5 hours to 2 hours late, which was unacceptable in the first place. But you could have at least acknowledged it or apologized. And then the fact that you say, oh, I thought, and then she also said, since I adjusted the price, I thought you would have been more accommodating on the time. Because I did ask her if she could do it for a different price, because I'm within a certain budget right now. She told me it would be $180 without hair. I bought the hair. So, no, actually, she said it was $220 with the hair. And I was like, well, I can't do $220 right now. Like, that's too much for me, because I'm not paying nobody $200 for no braids. So we came to an agreement on the price. And she's the one that offered to adjust her price. I didn't ask her directly, like, hey, can you adjust the price? I just told her, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do $220. And she the one that came back and said, well, what's your budget? I can work with you. So you also didn't have to offer that. You didn't have to offer to accommodate your price. And while I appreciate you accommodating the price, that doesn't give you the right to keep pushing my appointment back. And to me, it just seems like she wasn't treating my appointment as a priority, because she was getting a little bit less than she normally would for knotless braids. So I said, even though you accommodated me on the price, because she threw that part in there. She was like, well, I accommodated you on the price, so I thought you would understand on the time. I was like, even though you accommodated the price, that does not mean that you get to disrespect my time. Period. She was like, okay, yeah, as well as my pricing. And she sent me my deposit back. And I was like, as far as your pricing, you didn't have to do that. Again, I didn't ask you to accommodate the price. You offered to accommodate the price, and you even said that your other clients have asked to, well, I didn't ask, but they have asked to adjust the pricing before. She said something like that. She was like, usually I try to work with people on their budget. So if you're okay with working with people on their budget, don't try to say, oh, as well as my pricing. Like, basically, you also need to respect my pricing. You didn't have to adjust your price. You could have told me from the beginning, you know what? No, I can't adjust the price. I just would have found somebody else that was within my budget, which is fine. There's hella braiders out here in Arizona. I could have found somebody that could do it for me for $160 or $170 or $180, and they would have been fine with that. So when she said as well as my pricing, and then sent me my $25 back, I professionally snapped. And I was like, I'm not going to cuss you out, because I'm not about to do all of that. I'm not even that type of person no more. I don't like cussing people out. I used to do that. I don't do that no more. I let her know that she was very unprofessional. She obviously can't acknowledge, her actions. And she couldn't take accountability for consistently pushing me back. And I was like, and if the pricing thing was a problem, you should have said that. So, all in all, it's okay. I'm on my way to another hair appointment, so she not stopping shit. I'm still about to get this hair done. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm tired. I'm tired of these Arizona stylists. I'm really tired of y'all. Like, y'all are unprofessional, don't know how to run a business, and I'm sick of it.
Woo-wee! Boy, I like the professional, non-professional, the people who have style and grace who are doing these videos. I hate the tongue popping, the freaking smoke alarm beeping. Like, how would y'all like it if every day y'all pulled up to Everyday PJ's video and y'all heard beep, beep? Now, one day it might happen because, of course, like anyone's house, the battery goes dead. But I guarantee you it won't last for 2 days. Okay? It might last that. I might be like, damn, that motherfucker beeping. I'm going to acknowledge, okay, y'all going to hear this. But in my next videos, it's going away. Just the ratchetness. So I appreciate this this good wholesome content. We ain't got to be ratchet all the time. No, it was not my house that did that beat. It was not my house. Trust me, it was not. It was in the video. It was not my house. Trust me. And mind you, I just got these new ones. I just got these new batteries checked. So, or these new smoke detectors checked because I just bought a new home, but none of y'all know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just buy it, but I did just buy it. Another thing, so, and it's crazy. Some people would think that. Why would you think that? I hate that the most. Like, you know what? I was talking to this girl one time, and I told this story before. The girl was like 6 foot, fucking. She was 6 foot, like 2, 3, or 4. She's a big ass girl, and she always been tall. And I was just like, girl, you better go change that. She said, I don't know how. I said, reach your big ass up there. And she did. She, long ass arms, just twisted it off, pulled it down, changed the battery, and put it back up there. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? We wear the same size shoe. That shit, man, I used to make so many jokes about her. That's my friend, though. That's my girl. Love her to death. But, anyway. So, this lady right here, back to this story. I don't know why people thought that that was my house anyway, but it wasn't. It was not my house. Matter of fact, the smoke alarm in my house at that time wasn't even near my office, so you would have never heard it. But most of these people be filming in their living room, so that's why you hear they smoke detector, or they be having their door open because the kids be in there. But anyway, this lady, I think what I see about a lot of people and hairstylists nowadays is that they may be able to do hair, but running a business is something totally different than actually braiding hair. Because whether you're really good at what you do, you have to maintain a level of professionalism. You have a booking site for a reason. The reason why you have a booking site is to be as professional as possible and letting people know, I value my time and I will value your time. So unless something major happens, like weather or, you know, a car accident or a family emergency, I will be on time. But it's not the fact that I can keep changing at times, because that's the reason why I have a booking site. Is so if I have something to do, I need to block out those times. Meaning, but there are times that things come up, like, okay, I got to go somewhere this next week and I have clients. How can I reschedule them? If you know ahead of time, you can block out those times. And I know a lot of people that do it. In fact, when I go to work, I have to schedule out my entire year of vacation. So whether or not I take that vacation or not, I'm still booking. I'm I'm still all right. I think I want to take a vacation at this time. So I look through everything. I be like, man. So I know I got something to do every September. Plus I got my birthday. So I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna go handle my birthday. So I mark all that shit off. But I can take whatever day I want to. But it's just the chance that if I take off, it's gonna be in there. So my time is booked. My time is valuable. So you should treat clients the same way. And I think that like there's a lack of professionalism in with entrepreneurs right now because everybody thinks that they can be an entrepreneur, but they don't. They think that everybody's supposed to work around them, not them work. Not everybody's supposed to work around them, and not them work for their clients. You know what I mean? You could try to be for, oh, I got a booking site. So now it's like you have a booking site just to get the deposit, but you don't value the person's time. You got to value the person's time. Also, utilizing your booking site so people get the correct information as far as like hair texture, if you got to use your own hair or you can use the stylist hair, if you got to, where you got to purchase your bundles from, things of that nature, you know, times, places, because there's been so many videos people who say, oh, I'm at this place and then the booking site says a different place, or they switch places all the time, so they be like, well, call the day of and find out where I'm at. Like, bitch, what? Can you not tell me like the day before or something? But no, they don't.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.